The coldest beer in town was born out of the fact that Mr. Dorsch liked beer, but he didn't like it a whole lot. The only time he really loved beer was when it was icy cold beer. And I'm talking, you know, frost on the glass and ice coming up out of the bottom of your beer. And Mr. Dorsch set me on a path to figure out a way to have the coldest beer in town and serve every single beer at darn near below freezing. We started out with a beer freezer instead of a beer cooler. And instead of holding our kegs at around 34, 36 degrees, we hold our kegs at 32 degrees. But it goes back even further than that. Before we even put the refrigeration unit in, we dug down nearly 4 feet in the ground, took back all the soil, and backfilled that with polystyrofoam insulation. And then we poured a concrete floor on top of that. Making sure the beer's cold in the cooler is the first place to start. And then most companies will take the beer lines and they'll run them over top of the ceiling and through the attic space. And it's about 140 degrees in the attic of most restaurants in Florida. So instead of taking the shortcut and going up through the ceiling and running them over to the beer, to the bars and bringing them back down, we ran our beer lines nearly 6 feet underground. And we ran it through PVC pipe. In addition to the beer lines, we added 5 lines of glycol supercoolant to run the entire length out to the taps. So it starts in a 32-degree freezer, it goes underground, it gets chilled down to about 28.5 degrees, and then it comes out in a frozen icy mug, and when it hits the table, man, it's absolutely the coldest beer in town.